Right, look, I'm scared at the moment. By the title of the video, podcast, whatever, you probably realise it's about superstitious and all that sort of nonsense stuff that I'd like not to believe in, but I unfortunately do. This guy here, Raimi, smartass, has dragged me down here in the bottom of a basement, and I've just got my ass handed to me. Well, I didn't get my ass handed to me, but I'm scared shitless.
It's not cool, man.
And I'm like, for any of you guys who live around Brisbane, you guys would have known the Oxyfire. What is it called, guys?
Fire Control
Fire Control Center and the whole haunting story. I prefer to be there than here.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No,
I prefer to be there than here. No. This is scary as all hell.
Let me set the scene, guys. So we're in the. So it's Monday. It's 8 p.m. We're in a basement, well below ground level. Now, when you walk down here, it was pitch black, guys. I'm not seeing a movie scene. This is dead shit.
Where was I?
Okay, I'll set the scene about that too. So, kind of myself, we're walking down because this is kind of strange. We're walking down the staircase. It's pitch black. Tyrone refusing to even walk down
the stairs,
and Josh was making excuses too. Don't smart, man.
Look, man.
And anyway, but I credit to Josh. He came down the staircase, and there was a door. Kind of told us to open. Kind of placed really well, but Josh and I, we had first time idea. It's the first time I've been down here. Yeah, first time for you too.
Same for me.
So Josh's got the keys. He opens the door, and I'm like, you know the films and stuff. You can kick down the door. I was like, I'll kick down the door. Not seriously, just just playing around. Well, Josh opened the door. I'm like, I'll kick it down. It's fun. And he opens the door. He's got his phone flashlight on. And first thing we saw was a mannequin, and we shut ourselves.
We screamed.
We shut ourselves. Doesn't end there. So Dan kind of tells us there's a mannequin there after we shut ourselves.
Yeah, and they run back up the stairs, freaking out. I'm just like, yes, I know there's a mannequin there.
Pitch black.
What we joked about it, we're like, oh, imagine. I literally said 2 minutes before. I'm like, oh, imagine if there's a guy down there. Someone. I literally joked about it like 2 minutes before.
Yeah.
And then my phone didn't even light up the corridor. It was like half the corridor, and you see this mannequin. I was like no
7 foot tall, right?
Yeah.
You avoided all this time.
I avoided it, and I'm just like, right now, just you speaking about it. I'm like,
it was freaky. So we opened the door to the room we're in right now, guys. And
the mannequin is basically guarding this room.
It's guarding this room, and if I describe it to you, it's like maybe.
Wait, hold on. Why do you have to say that?
And it's in a soldier suit too, so it's not like it's just a mannequin. It's wearing a soldier suit.
Why? You know what the movies say. Black guy dies first.
I'm darker than you, bro.
Yeah, but I'm Tyrone.
Yeah, that's true. This room has a 6x5. It's under the ground. It's old. It's got a library.
No windows.
There's a bookcase. But you know what I spotted? So when we were setting up for the podcast tonight, there's another door exactly opposite the one we came through. And I asked Kynan, I'm like, dude, what's on the other side of the door? And he's like, I don't know. Now this guy, how long have you been working here for?
Over 4 years.
And he doesn't know what's on the other side of that door. And I opened it. And these guys are shitting themselves. And I got a little concreted room with another door going the other side, and that's pitch black. And you know what? Unless one of these four go with me, I ain't opening that door.
Hey, I'm keen. We can have a look.
Look, all I'm saying is...
Okay, after this podcast, we're going through there.
Exactly. Do that when I'm not here.
No, you can be here. After this podcast.
Hey, I can go through now if you'd like.
Don't you dare.
Are you for real?
No, we can't have someone die during the podcast, bro.
But all I'm saying is, right, you know in every single movie ever, there's always that one person who's just like, yeah, this will be a good idea, let's do this. That's you.
Yeah.
And you get us killed as well as yourself. You're the reason everyone dies.
Yeah, because if something happened now, we'd be screwed.
And
why do you have to say that?
Sorry, man.
Yeah, if there's an earthquake, we're screwed.
Oh, yeah, we got concrete on top of us that will just fall on it.
And there's no window to jump out.
No. So, guys, this is the reason why we're doing a podcast tonight on superstitions. We are shitting ourselves.
Which I'm not happy with.
Well.
Oh, Kakan's not shitting himself. That's because it's his joint. Josh, I think you be a good person to kick things off, mate. Tell us superstitions. Give us tell us what superstition is.
I think the best way to describe this superstition is basically like a belief or a practice or doing something, right? Which you believe something else will happen. It could be good luck or could be bad luck, right? Something along the lines of, let's say, like beginner's luck, right? You know what I mean? The first time you play a game, you have a beginner's luck. Or on the other side of the road, it's like as simple as going underneath a ladder, right? Or breaking a mirror, right? things like that we all believe in superstitions. You know, I mean, there's plenty of them out there. 666 being another common one of them. You know, being the devil's mark. But I don't know, we're like freaking out, like the littlest noise.
There's a machine going off now. I don't know where this machine. Even it's looking.
I know what the machine is, don't I?
Do you? I don't know. You look a little nervous, man. That's making me nervous. You're supposed to be like the one that knows.
But Josh, those superstitions, you know, they're pretty. Some of them are pretty hardcore, man.
I don't know. I don't know where they come from. I don't know where they start from. But they've been around ever since, like for so many years. I mean, pretty much globally, everyone knows about these. And I think a lot of the times these superstitions do often come from religious aspects as well. I think that's obviously one place that we can look at. I think that you'll find it's kind of like the one of the two words. I think you find a lot more religious people will be more superstitious as well. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, there'll be the same sort of people who would be able to counteract a superstition, whether say it's right or wrong. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And there's people who are just like, nah, it's crap and just leave it. Do you know what I mean? But far out, dude. So I mean, like sometimes the one thing I've realized in my life is like, hearing these superstitions over and over again, you kind of like get drawn into like acting upon them, sort of thing. Like I know if there's like, you know, there's like a walkway and there's a ladder just up against a wall, there's a huge gap underneath the ladder and there's like this tiny gap on the other side. You know I'm going down the other side. There is no way I'm going underneath.
Your boy's doing a long jump over that.
Yeah. Have you heard any stories about people going under the ladder and they're like getting screwed up? Was this something that you've like, I don't know, maybe someone who you respect told you after you disbelieved it?
That's the thing. Like I don't have any proof. I don't have any evidence that it's true. Yeah. I've never seen it happen to anybody in my life. It's just one of those things that people have said, you know, like old wives' tales and things like that people have said, you know, all these things that people just, it's like a common phrase that people say. As soon as somebody tries something for the first time and they win, what does everyone say? Beginner's luck.
Well, what about me on the weekend with beer pong? I was throwing them literally straight in the cups, barely miss. Like I got more in the cups than missing, and it's the first time I played.
Beginner's luck.
Jeez.
I mean, that legitimately was beginner's luck, you know. But he could naturally.
But that's legit.
Were you by far like? Did you get more than anyone by a long shot, or were you...
Like it was hard to tell because we were taking turns.
Okay.
But probably my first 2 games, I literally got more in the cup than I missed. And usually you probably only get in about 20 to 30% of the time you get it.
And you were 50%.
I think
I was over 50%.
Realistically, he has an advantage though. Everyone else was like intoxicated and he wasn't.
Oh.
So that does play a little bit.
Intoxication's. I mean, I don't drink, but I'm sure it's a lot of crap.
I was going to say, how do you know, Reeves?
Yeah.
There was plenty of people that were playing that weren't.
Well, you were drunk.
Oh, actually, Tyrone makes a good point. Now, this, I don't know, guys, call it superstition or not, but when we recorded it was our first podcast, wasn't it? Our debut. We that night. Solid Chat number 1, guys. Check it out if you haven't already listened to it. That night, I mean, it's not really superstition, but it is. Well, no, it is. It is actually superstitious. There's no way two ways about it. So that night, I was a designated driver. So yeah. So Kynan and Tyrone parked at my house. Josh, I think Kynan picked up. Yeah. And from there, we went to our recording area. Coming back, so we thought what we'll do was we finished our podcast about quarter to 11 at night. Then we decided to grab a bite of Macca's close to where we all live. It's pretty central to us, and we grabbed food and drinks. Because this story, I guess, is sort of based around what happened to me that night. I just ordered I think I had a hash brown, a fish fillet burger, vanilla coke,
chips and gravy.
Tyrone remembers it quite well. And anyway, so I dropped Josh first because it was just the way where we live here. It made sense to drop him first. And then in my car were Kynan and Tyrone. Now it's about 11:15, I'd say. Anyway, the cop car. So it's a suburban street, it's very suburban, where Josh lives, and a cop car sort of it flashes lights behind me. And long story short, he wanted to test me for whether I was drinking or not. And I don't drink, so I was confident. I think I was a bit cocky, so I said, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Not just say whatever. In my mind, I was like, this guy's gonna be really disappointed because I don't drink and he's not gonna make.
Muppet.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so
he spends a while looking at your breathalyzer.
Yeah. So once he's done the test, he spends a while. He's asking me these questions. He's like, "Have you gargled recently?" I'm like, "No." Diabetes, liver disease, all these things. I'm thinking,
what is this
this guy's off his block.
Did he fail medical school?
Right? Yeah. They failed medical student, becoming a policeman. Anyway, I'm like, no. And I'm all confident and cocky and stuff. He turns on the breathalyzer and comes back with 0.04?
2. 0.042, yeah.
42. And I'm like,
And the limit is 0.05.
so guys, I was so close to getting detained, even though I did not drink. Now, you could
For
say...
people that know Raimi, which I'm assuming, like, for people that know you, they know you don't drink.
Yeah.
You've never touched a nick of that stuff.
Yeah. And so, like, and you can't just say I'm making crap up, because these three here were with me for 5 hours before.
6, I think it was.
6 before.
Yeah.
So it's not like, I would have drunk, and then I would chill with these guys, and then we'd go to, drive or whatever. It wasn't anything like that. Anyway, so what happened was, that his breathalyzer picked it up, and I'm like, I'm so shocked. I think the only reason, I mean, I don't know how the cops work, what the laws are around driving, but I think the only reason why he didn't beat me over the head or get me tested again or whatever is because I was that shocked. My face was that
They legally
Tyrone.
can't test you again unless you actually blew over.
Oh man, if you wanted me that night, I would have hopped backwards in a straight line, but that was weird. That was so strange.
I mean, that's what 3 standard drinks. You know,
Yeah.
for a guy who's not
But,
anything,
yeah.
buying 3
3
standard
standard drinks
is
in like the
insane.
last 40-50 minutes.
yes,
that's
that's
insane.
crazy. This was only a few weeks ago.
Raimi, were you not sharing with us? I mean, if you're drinking under the table with us, bro, especially during podcast recording, man, that's rude, dude.
I'm sorry, man.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring.
But I guess I don't know. Like, do you consider yourself superstitious? Do you think that superstition contributed towards that?
I think so. I mean, like, well, I think Josh, you're sort of similar situation because we've both got families from India.
Yeah.
Is it in your family? I'm going to start to say Tyrone's similar. I'm not sure about Kine. We get his perspective. But do you guys find that people who come have ethnic families or come from overseas, that they tend to really hammer the superstitions over your head a fair bit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? When we lived at my old premises.
Yep.
Remember? You remember my old premises where
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
the excuse me. We had no neighbors adjacent to us.
Mhm.
Remember?
Oh yes. Yeah,
Right.
you just had the oval thing.
And so my mum hated coming out at night.
In case something's there.
Yeah.
What time would she draw the line? Like, at what time is she like, nah, I'm not going to walk out the house?
6. Anytime it's
Darker when it's dark.
She's like, what are you doing, mum? She's like, bro, there's a okay, she doesn't say bro, but she's like, the Satan's living there, bro.
In the creek.
Across the road, bro.
Satan's in the creek.
Yeah, it doesn't have anywhere better to live.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's a dark spot, no one inhabiting it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I can understand that.
imaginations ran wild, and
Yeah, but the thing is, right? Here's the thing, right? We're looking outside, right? Look at our group. I was just thinking about this. We have the biggest superstition in our group. Okay, we've been saying for years when anybody goes to an exam, or do anything well, we've always been like,
don't even.
oh yeah, you were like, oh, you'll be fine, and then
That's
everyone
a
looks at
curse.
each other. It's a curse for
Our
us.
year
It's a curse.
11 economics teacher.
Oh, you
This is
10,
where it
right?
started.
Year 10.
Year
What?
11? No, it was 11. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is
11.
where this started.
Yes.
She was, again, as I think we said in podcast number 1, where we had her as part of our most influential teachers and whatnot or whatever. She was could be, but wasn't.
Yeah.
Listen to her, I think it was like an hour or so in, or
Yeah.
maybe it's half
Somewhere
an hour
around
in.
there, yeah.
She was just, again, technically gun. She knew what she was talking about, but
Just talked about
bloody hell, mate! Like, you'll be fine with exams. Yeah. If you taking what I'm telling you, it's like, yeah. But the thing is, what you're telling me, right? You're giving it in a format that's just auditory. So I can't take. So I'm a sort of visual learner, not an auditory learner. So I'm like, well, okay. Again, as I think back in podcast
She was
number
telling,
1,
not teaching.
Yeah.
exactly. Podcast number 1, we were saying we ran out of bloody exercise books by that year. So that's where that started. And then we came in, we were all like, oh yeah, bro,
We're gonna
let's
smash.
go
I was really
smash it.
cocky at
Yeah,
exam.
Raimi was like, oh, we're gonna
economics is
get
easy,
this,
bro. What is this
And I'm
shit?
just like, well, I don't know, man. I'll be happy with a C. Bruv, the highest mark was a C. And bruv, the way I had to explain, it's like, look, the mark that I got here, because I think I got an E for that exam. I was like, because I didn't know what I was
There
doing.
were things that we'd never
right?
seen.
So
Calculating GDP or whatever.
Yes, yeah, exactly right. And so we didn't know the formula.
Yeah. But she said before the exam, she said to everyone, you will be fine.
Exactly.
No one was fine.
Exactly. You know, I had to lie to my parents and be like, "Oh yeah, an E it's reverse."
We're in Spain.
No. E means
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I think the St. Lawrence's have that sort of grading system. Correct me if I'm wrong, viewers. Anyone from St. Lawrence or anyone from St. Lawrence. I think the way they have it, I'm just like, yeah, because we had a family member that went there.
Okay.
Not a family friend. Their kids went there. It's like, yeah, it's like that. We're changing. Mate, I avoided hiding that.
On your
Hey,
mate.
you avoided hiding?
I avoided
That looks like
Wow.
real superstition. With Josh. He's like, you can avoid hiding?
I was like, that's possible? What?
Well, okay. What about Karen? You give
Yeah.
us a superstition.
If you're listening, Mrs. I'm not going to say her name.
She knows who she is.
Yeah. How dare you?
Just like, you will be fine.
It hurt us.
You will be fine in life.
I don't know. I don't really have any bad superstitions that I can think of off the top
Here
of my
comes
head.
the voice of
my,
reason.
my dumb superstition is like the friggin'. You know how like
win
your
the Premier League?
You'll never win again.
I'm just joking.
Nah, you know how like your eyelash falls out and you're supposed to like wish on your eyelash.
Are you supposed to?
No, I didn't know that.
You haven't heard that
I
one?
plucked that, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
because
like,
that shit is
it's
annoying.
Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
Has it ever worked for you?
Well, you're not supposed to tell.
Yeah.
Kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
you know?
Well,
It's like,
you're not supposed to tell what it is that
Yeah.
you wish for.
Isn't it the same
I
as like,
feel like it
wishing
has.
like 11/11 and then different things like that? I mean, if you think about it, right?
Yeah. So I do that all the time. Literally, if I ever see the clock and it's like 11:11,
You make
Oh,
a wish.
okay, you're supposed to make a wish.
When some guy on my Snapchat, you know who you are, mate. Always Snapchats that he makes a story. 11:11
about 11:11.
Every
Twice
day.
a day.
every day.
Does it work?
He's a uni student now, I think. And mate, if you're listening to this, mate, keep pushing hard, mate. You'll get there. Yeah, but he always makes a wish, and he's a hard worker, and yeah, I always look at him always, so it makes me smile.
So.
But he's Christian, so I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Well, what's the story of this 11? What's the whole idea? Like, where did it come from? What is it?
Oh god,
I wouldn't have
Yeah,
a
no?
clue. Wouldn't
No?
I
have.
don't know, man. It's just
My favorite
something
number
that-
is 11.
Is it?
Mine too.
No, for me it's 15. Okay, guys.
15?
I'll tell you why.
What's
Hey,
that?
Daniel Sturridge.
Nah.
Hey.
When I took my hat trick, when I took those 5 weeks and 7 balls, I 15 as my jersey.
On your back. Oh, really?
That's why.
Oh, it was an honor to be there that day.
Oh, thank you, mate. But guys, these are the light-hearted superstitions. If we want to get into the more scary ones, who wants to kick things
Why,
off?
bro?
Look,
Like, we were having such a good time.
we're having too much.
This is
of
like
a
a
heart
good
rate was
casual
good.
chat.
Hey,
No,
well,
this
Ramy,
is
you tell
ramping
us
up.
about the one about the picture in your house.
Dude, no.
Oh, okay. The Tyrone's about to walk out.
I think the viewers would want to hear
Like,
this.
there's a time and place for everything, and this is not the
No,
place
we
for
were talking
that,
about
okay?
this picture.
Why, bro?
So,
I was having a good
I
time.
won't go into too much detail the picture, but guys, there's basically a picture in my house. We've had this before I was born. In my parents' house, and Tyrone's blocking his ears. That's how much it's got him. He knows about the story. That's why he's blocking his ears. Anyway, whenever I'm near that picture, and it's not a picture of a photo. It's a painting. Whenever I'm near it, it's not the Mona Lisa, guys. I'm not from that well of a family. It feels like it's following you, like it's looking. It's not, and I've looked at it sometimes. I've moved, and I just feel like its eyes have moved. It's weird. Now I've sort of grown accustomed to it, where now I'm sort of
Maybe
like,
when I come to your house, don't show me the picture.
I'll show you the picture.
Aw,
You've seen him.
I haven't.
You have. You
Have
sat
I?
very close to it.
Well, good, because I don't know.
He was watching
Please.
over you.
Yeah, see,
Well,
that was
I don't know.
that's my question. Do you think it's watching over you or watching you? That's the difference.
Right.
Why
don't know.
do you have to?
Guardian angel.
Yeah,
It could
question mark?
be a guardian angel.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
version. Let's
yeah,
go with
yeah.
that.
Like
Yeah.
a
So let's go with the legit
family
one.
member. Past family member.
It could be. But I've had that feeling since I was about, I'd say 5 years old, and it's been only from, it's been me from that picture and another one that my aunt and uncle used to have, but they don't have that one anymore. But this one, yeah, ever since I was little, at least since I was 4, I remember. I know we've had it before because Mum and Dad told me, but from 4 till now, I felt like it sort of watches me, and I'm sort of grown used to it. And I didn't die. Nothing bad's happened to me since.
You're here.
Yeah, I'm here. So on that basis, I don't think it's
good.
It's
alright.
good. It's good.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah, but I'll next time you guys come over to my house, I'll
I'm
show you
not- I
guys.
think.
I think I'm busy, man.
Oh, you're busy. Oh, you're
Yeah,
busy that
I'm
day.
busy for the rest of my
I
life.
think,
Whenever
because-
time I have to go to your house.
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
I
Okay.
think me and Josh. Remember that bench we saw? We have to watch that paint dry.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
paint dry?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I know,
How about I bring the picture with me? We got your paint dry
well, I
together.
think I have a marathon to run that day as well.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do charity work.
Yeah,
or something. Spend time in the church or.
That's definitely one I've had. But I mean, Have you guys got anything personal like that that's quite big? Like, I find that quite a big one. Because it's not, guys, I'm not talking about something where you just feel like... I've always got the same feeling from that picture, but have you three got anything like
I
that?
will not entertain this.
Okay, no. Can I bring one up then?
Yeah.
Why are you claiming?
No, it's not bad.
No, go.
It's
go.
definitely not bad, but it's definitely a superstition too.
Do
The cross when you run on the football field.
Oh,
Do that.
yeah,
I
I
do
do
that.
that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do that. I
Yeah.
do that.
That becomes like a ritual, doesn't
See,
it?
I didn't
Yeah.
do that, and I did my ankle.
Oh, really?
See, that's the thing, right? It's like if you break it down, right, with the superstition, it's based on fear. If you think about it, right, you do something and it becomes a norm, right? Let's take for example this cross
No,
thing,
he's
right?
He's right.
And
Because I was
witch-
scared of that team, the Wolves team.
yeah,
Because everyone told us they're really violent. They were a nice bunch of
these two
people.
right here.
These two said they're going
Oh
to...
my god, they're gonna kill you.
They're the nicest
Dude,
guys
they're
we've
gonna
played
squash
against.
you. They're gonna super slam you. I'm like,
but
oh
you
my
did
God.
well. You held your own, didn't you?
We
Wow.
You prepared.
Look
you.
at my ankle, bro. First degree tear.
Okay, whose fault is that?
Well, yours, because
Yeah, well, I wasn't even on the field. Don't blame me for your
Yeah,
mistakes.
alright.
Anyway, point is, it's based on fear. If you think about it, doing the same thing over and again, but fear of the unknown or fear of what's bad to happen, that becomes irrational, right? You always do the cross before you go onto a field, right? And think about the one time that Tyrone went on the field and he didn't do it.
He got injured.
So is he always going to do it from now on?
Oh, I bet he will.
100%. That's what breeds and that's what fuels superstition as a whole. The irrational fear that one forms from superstition. Right?
I think, yeah, it might be like, you know, if in this modern world we live in, it took by the law of attraction, positive thinking, maybe like...
that shit is real.
Well, I was going to say,
that
Tyrone,
shit
when
is
you
real.
when you like do the cross, right, or whatever, that maybe you sort of feel like you forget about that, and maybe it's because of that, like you feel like you're
I'll
protected.
tell you what I do
Yeah.
when what happens when I sort of do the cross before the cross. It's more just whatever happens, I'm leaving it to God, sort of thing like that.
Yeah.
It's just more like, okay, cool, I've done my training, just
Now I'll be alright.
watch out for me. 'Cause no, well,
Yeah, I agree.
like you see players that come onto the field and boom, case in point, goal, bro. Remember when
What
he came
happened
off
to
for
him?
Western Sydney? Can't even tell the story. What happened?
Oh, you're better
Oh,
telling
yeah,
the
okay,
story. He's
fair
your
enough.
cousin.
Yeah, so he was like, he came on to Western. I think it was his first match for them as well. Was it?
Yeah, it was probably his first match.
Yeah. Well, first like A-League match.
Yeah.
He did sort of-
Professional match.
Yeah, correct. He did like the preseason like that for them, and he absolutely killed it. And comes on, I think it was like a minute, not even that, or 2 minutes. Ankle, well, not ankle, ACL torn.
Oh, how long did that put him
No,
out
that's
for?
a year, bro. That's a whole season.
I swear it was more for him because
Yeah. He
he
was-
set him back so far, man.
Yeah.
Can you recover fully from that sort of injury?
Yeah.
Well, you can't recover fully.
No.
No?
I could explain.
It always have some sort of negative
It's torn,
impact.
bro. It's been torn.
Oh, so okay.
So they have to replace it with.
Yeah, it's not the actual muscle.
That's
And then
artificial.
That's where
something.
stem cells and whatever they could, but they haven't.
From
got
a
to that.
technology
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah.
right?
I'm sure stem cell research could
We'll
get
talk more about this. I don't want to get the viewers to.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about this. Podcast number 2. Have a look. Have a podcast number 2 or
Yes,
3.
it was both 2 and 3. Both
2
have
and 3.
technology.
Yeah. So have a look at that. All about technology, how medicinal benefits and whatnot, and yeah. So
But guys, I still feel like we can ramp it up a bit more. We're talking about really
because
light-hearted
I'm making sure
superstitions here.
I don't want to talk about.
Let's
anything
ramp
else.
it up. Josh,
I'm
you have
shit
a...
scared.
I think... Do you have any, Josh, before I sort of... If I start ramping
Dude, no,
things up?
I know Raimi has one story. If he says this, oh bro,
Which
Is this
one?
the QT story?
nah,
Oh.
No, is this your bedroom?
Is this
Yeah,
the one where
yeah.
I couldn't
please,
get up?
please, bro.
Yeah,
no,
hey.
there was another one. I'm not gonna remind
Oh,
you.
when
of
the
it.
runny
So
one?
many.
Guys, okay.
Okay, so
So
alright,
let me
Raimi,
think of the story
this
of this
is
one
because
here.
you're lucky I have sick leave. Okay.
Yeah, I've got sick leave too.
I don't have sick leave, bro.
Yeah, but you're on holiday in a couple of days. What are you talking
It's not a
about?
holiday. What do you mean?
It's a... You can turn to a holiday.
Anyway, point is,
Okay, I might
let me think of one here so we can delay. If we delay it long enough, we
So
can.
I was watching that paint dry.
Now these guys are full of shit.
Yeah.
And
So,
the lemon
guys,
came on.
Superstition is a
Superstition
Okay,
has 3 syllables. Now, how many syllables is that?
thing. Superstition.
I'll leave these
Oh,
two
of course,
stories
of
for
course.
later, like towards the end of the
Please
podcast.
Please, bro.
But let's like a
Wait,
little.
we can milk a part 2 if we can milk this far enough, bro.
Look,
Mate,
part 2.
you guys are
we'll
milking
go from
shit right now.
From my room.
We're not
and
doing
everyone
we're doing it from
my room.
here. We're doing it from right here, mate.
How much money will it take, bro?
$50,000.
Oh well, I don't have that.
Okay, so what I was just wanting to sort of hit on, guys, was like there's obviously different degrees of superstition. Some are more like some of the ones you've talked are quite lighthearted, but then I've heard of some really scary ones. Like let me start naming a few. You three, throw some comments here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Nope.
So, guys, where we're sitting, there's no mirrors, thank goodness, because I would not be saying this if there were mirrors.
Oh,
But
wow.
Mary,
Why? No.
bloody Mary.
Why? Shh.
Someone explain this. Explain this superstition.
No, why, bro?
So how's it go? So you're supposed to say her name
Don't
three.
say it.
I'm not saying her name.
Good.
Bro. It's okay, man.
Go, move
but
on.
you're supposed to say what Raimi said
Yeah.
Yes,
3 times
good,
in front
I
of the
like this
mirror,
one.
Yeah.
and then
Don't you have a
what
slit throat or something?
Huh?
Don't you make up a slit throat? That's what I heard.
My goodness.
What
Why you
happens?
guys-
Does she come out of the mirror?
Bruv, like...
Tyrone,
I'm
okay,
scared,
Tyrone,
bro.
now tell
I'm
us.
scared.
You
I don't
know more than
know.
us.
I know more...
That's
Yeah,
what one
I
of
know.
my friends told me that. He said, if you do that and you go to sleep next day, gone.
Is she,
why?
but is she supposed to come out of the mirror, or does she just appear?
Either way, screw that shit.
Josh, please stop looking it up.
I just want
Ah,
to make
well,
sure
we-
that you guys are saying legitimate stuff.
Yeah,
Is it
no.
legit, Josh?
I'm just looking it up. I know. I've heard of it
Because
before.
one of our, I won't say who he is, but one of our mates, we all know him, he went to school with us. He told me about it, and it was actually at the fire control center. Times talking because we were there one day. Me and him, we played a lot of cricket together. We've been playing cricket for ages. Me and that particular mate of mine, and just the two of us. We would have been about 18 at the time or 19. We went to the fire control center because that used to be before it was a fire control center. It used to be high school, and they got a lot of sporting facilities. And we were at the cricket nets there, and it's one of those fields. It's a nice place. It's near the Brisbane River. It's positioned a nice place, but in that particular area, it's a bit deserted. Anyway, so we were just talking. We were talking crap. The reason why we were talking crap because we saw a reindeer there. Actually, that's why. That's a bit of story. We saw a reindeer, and we're like, "What's this reindeer doing?" And then we started. One of us is batting, one of us is bowling, and we started talking shit. And my mate's like, "Oh, have you heard of Mary, Buddy Mary?" And oh, look, Tyrone's like, he's like this guy. Anyway, and that's what he told me.
I just don't want you to say it 3 times.
I'm not saying it anymore.
That's twice.
Yeah, I'm
You
done.
said it twice.
Yeah, but you need a mirror though.
Well, just
Yeah.
maybe it's the timing of... Maybe you just need to...
Maybe your phone's enough of a mirror.
Yeah, but the thing is,
What are you saying that
I love it, kind of. I love
but
this.
the other thing is
See?
that it does say that it has to be in a dimly lit room. So this room is pretty lit.
for? Oh yeah, because we got
Yeah,
1, 2,
but
3.
I can easily send the
We got
lights
6
on.
lights.
It's
Too
okay.
late,
You
I
do
already
that?
said that.
You do that? I
Yeah.
will scream like a girl.
Why are you
Okay.
guys seeking death? Don't
Can
you
Josh
want-
tell
That's
us.
what I mean!
What's your
Like,
research told you?
I don't
Oh
get
my
it!
Goodness.
What's your research?
Like, obviously, world is there to be lived, innit? I don't know where this British accent came from, but... Bruv,
East London.
what are you saying, bruv?
What are you saying, bro? Say, bro.
No, but I'm not, yeah, I don't feel like...
I'm not going to push it. No, screw that. But
Please,
Josh,
bro, don't push it, please.
do you have any... Have you found anything?
So basically, the Bloody Mary is basically originating from.
Well,
back
you
in-
niggas have said... I never said it.
No, but I
Don't
can.
look
I
at
know
me,
the
bro.
feeling
Why am
you
I,
feel
why
when
am
you
I just
said
saying this casually?
I'm not saying
Yeah,
it.
okay, what is it?
Okay, it originated from
I just don't want to lose my friends.
a
that's
ritual that was encouraged by young women. So they would look in the mirror for an extended period of time, right? Which they'd later discovered was from like if you stare at something for a while, you can hallucinate, sort of thing. That's where it originated. So in like a dimly lit room with like a mirror, and if you're walking backwards, for example, you would start to see some sort of like a face, and they often believed that it would be.
like,
Now,
excuse
listen,
my
listen,
French,
listen,
but for
listen,
fuck's
listen.
sake.
Continue.
This would often be the face of what they would perceive as their husband, right, or their
Jesus,
future partner. That's what
Lord.
they'd often believe it to be. Later on, sometimes on the odd occasion, there was a chance that they would see a skull, or would be known as the face of the Grim Reaper.
Tyrone's praying, yeah.
As Tyrone continues his prayer, that would signify that they were going to die before they had a chance to marry. So that's where it kind of originates from.
Oh, that's not too bad then. We're
Yeah.
men. We're all men here. You're a man.
Yeah,
you
but
are a
Don't,
man.
don't touch me.
Be a man. Do
He-
the right thing.
But here's where it gets
We
interesting
are not
relating
racist,
to
by the
us,
way.
okay?
Oh.
Listen to this. So now in the rituals of today,
Oh, shit.
supposedly she allegedly appears to individuals or groups who ritualistically invoke her name.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
My nigga, like, she said groups.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing anymore.
I mean, you know what a group is defined as?
Well, that's us.
Exactly.
Why do you have to do this?
So it basically
Look,
it appears as
I
a
will-
corpse, witch, or
I've
ghost.
got David on.
Guys,
on
it can be friendly
Dude, my
or
dad
evil.
called me, bro. Like,
It can be friendly.
Can be friendly.
Yeah, we could say the 50-50
Now,
chance.
do you remember?
Don't.
do remember this information is coming from a very reliable source.
Wikipedia?
Yeah, 100%.
Nah, but like sometimes Wikipedia is legit, eh?
I used to use that to like find references.
Well,
Dude,
and
mine-
Then you go
also-
to the source.
My entire psychology degree is based off Wikipedia.
Everyone's degree is based on
100%.
Wikipedia. Okay, that's interesting. What about some other? Do you guys have? I've got another that came to mind, but do you guys have any?
I'd rather you
others?
tell that story than go and play with this little madness. It's
No,
like-
no. I'm not saying that again. I'm done with that for like that particular story.
Okay.
Guys, tell me. I want you guys to take the stage for a little bit because I want you guys to. Because I'm afraid if I say it next time, I'm going to get myself in some
See,
serious shit.
here's my only issue,
Yeah.
right? I enjoy my sleep, and it's getting later into the night here.
Dude, it's only 8:30, man.
Yeah, my bedtime is 7 o'clock, okay?
You're full of shit.
It's well past my bedtime,
You're full
okay?
of
If
shit.
I want to get up, go to the gym tomorrow morning, I need to sleep.
This guy lives 2.5 minutes from where we are.
That's way too far, okay? I have to
Bruv,
cross the
what
highway
about
to
me?
get
I have to take Centenary Highway all
Oh,
the
yeah.
way back home.
Tyrone lives.
And I'm like-
furthest.
Bruv,
there. Bro, you make it sound like it's an hour away. You're like 10 minutes away.
I'm not 10 minutes away.
11 minutes.
It's 11 minutes.
15.
Anyway,
In Tyrone's defense, he's probably further than Kynan, so he's the
Yeah.
most. He has the
I'll
travel.
be gunning it. Look, police officer who's listening, if you find me, go for your life, but just don't stop me. Find me via post.
Yo, I found a website here. It says Superstitions. Scary website. Scary for kids. Let's have a look.
Oh, this sounds corny,
Shit,
man.
huh?
Do you want to have a look?
Why, bro?
For kids, and then you got Tyrone being scared.
Dude,
This
why-
sounds corny, man.
Habibi, like,
Wait,
why you wanna test
in
it, bro?
Japan, some people believe that if you take a picture of 3, the one in the middle will die soon.
Well, we're 4.
I've had heaps of pictures of 3. I'm pretty sure.
Or if 3 people look into a mirror at the same time, one of them will die in the year.
But that's just pure
Oh,
chance.
but then again, we've had a selfie of the 3 of us, remember?
We've had taken heaps.
Yeah.
We went to the Gold Coast, the other 3 of us. You
Yeah,
took
we-
heaps of pictures.
Well,
man.
not only that, remember that apartment that we were at? When we first went to the sunny coast, when you joined us?
I didn't go Sunny Coast.
No,
yeah.
sorry, Goldie.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a mirror outside, just like in the. Alright, well, if that's the case, hold on. There's been instances where a combination of yourself, Jashia,
Us 4,
or
yeah.
Kynan, or me,
In a 3.
in a 3 where we entered a lift where there is a mirror.
Mirror, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but we're not in Japan, though.
Hmm. Very good point, Kind.
Mm.
But I think that superstitions
probably-
like that work on probability.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say, I'm just trying to make a light joke, but that's probably why you know that phone brand, 3 is a magic.
Oh, that's why they died off.
That's why they died off, because they couldn't get captured the Japanese market.
Yeah. I hear that. Guys, come! I've got a really scary story of superstition. I won't come.
Tell it, I don't care. I've
Look,
heard
the
of that.
ones that, like, if you have a scary story, like,
It's not. It's a superstition.
I mean, the only common ones that can be considered a
Okay.
bit more is like unlucky 13 or like death comes in 3s. You know, things like
Well,
that.
actually, what's in my
Man,
mind?
it just says it comes in good not death, but not good luck.
Good things
uh,
also come in 3s, right?
No, he said what do you call it? Bad things happen in 3s. So
Yo, interesting fact. Sorry to interrupt you. In Turkey, people believe that if you chew gum at night, you're actually chewing a rotting, decaying flesh of the dead.
yeah, no, look,
No, I don't believe that.
I love my gum, so
But like, guys, I'm not an expert. Like, but I know some superstitions from like India. I don't, guys, don't quote me on these, but like, just thinking about it, I know
all the
some,
brown kids listening.
yeah, right.
I'm gonna ask my.
They will. You guys probably will debunk or prove what I'm going to say, but like some of the,
Hopefully they debunk.
oh no, they're not going to debunk as what I'm saying. Just debunk the detail, because
Oh.
I know some days you're not supposed to wash clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And some days you're not supposed to eat meat. Other days, like there's certain things you're not supposed to do on certain days. Because it can like lead to someone's death or something. I know those ones, but they're a bit. I don't know, guys. Let us know what you think. But I think that they don't have much substance. Josh, what I want you to Google, mate, is I'm not sure if it's a superstition or if it's actually like some scary like conspiracy shit. But Slender Man, Google that and read out.
It's dark out here, man.
And read out to listeners.
Dude, I've
so
had the
we can-
British accent, the American accent.
Well, mate, when fear is happening, just everything comes out, mate.
What do you want me to look up about Slenderman or just Slenderman?
Just read out like Google it and see on Wikipedia what you find.
I will.
I was gonna say I'll go to my trusted website.
Yeah.
I will give one of you guys $180 if you slept in this basement.
No, come on,
$180, bro.
dude. You need $180,000. I think about it.
$93 million. $1
Wait,
million
wait.
for the holiday.
Okay.
$1 million for the tax.
And
$1 million
$1
for the investments.
Yeah, boy. $3 million if you can sleep in that hallway with that mannequin all night, and you have to stay there the whole night and you can't move.
Yeah, sure. $3 million. If $3 million, are you kidding?
Can he be armed?
Sponsored by Ring.
What? I don't even have. I'm not even close to that. I'm not
You're
close.
closer.
Closer than the rest of us.
Yeah, these guys
You're
are full of
closer than
shit.
us two put together.
No, you're full of shit, mate.
To see what you were mentioning about Slender Man, it's actually a fictional supernatural character that originated as a creepy pasta. That's actually what it says. It says creepy pasta internet meme created
No,
by.
that's a load of shit. That's not the Slenderman I know of.
Well, that's what this is. What we're talking about.
Is that what Wikipedia saying?
Just
That's what Wikipedia.
If you're
No.
just milking this, I love you.
Let me Google it, because guys, the
I've got your
Slenderman
back,
story
I've got your back,
I'm
I've got
aware
your
of is
Oh,
vicious
man.
and malicious.
I really hope your phone doesn't work.
Oh, it's working. I got 45% battery, mate. Okay,
I'll give you $180. Would you stop doing that?
This is my viewers, man. Oh, these pictures. Did you see the pictures, man? So,
As I was mentioning before, I would like to sleep.
facing
tonight.
camera.
Yeah, how about you show the viewers, James? How about you show the viewers?
I'm joking.
Show them what?
Ray. I'm just joking. He's all upset now.
okay, maybe.
Are you upset?
Did
Did you even hear my roast?
Oh no, I didn't hear. I'm trying to
Because
find.
you said, "Have you seen the pictures, bro? They're so this and this," and I go, "Oh yeah, that's just the front-facing camera."
Mate, you're just trying to. Oh, man, no, you just trying to roast me, bro. You're trying to.
My
just
God, I'm
copy.
trying to get out of here. Look, viewers, it's not that I don't want to talk, but I just want to get out. Look,
Maybe we should extend this podcast and make it a bit of a longer one today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should take out my belt and whoop your ass and you. Yeah, I won't do that.
Sorry, Dad.
I won't do that.
Sorry, Dad.
You're like 6 foot. I'm like 5'8". But then again, my dad's shorter than me, and I sort of outgrew him when I was in like year 11 or 10. So when he tried to get me hiding, he was looking up at me.
It went the other way around.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. He's like, "How you do this to me?"
So I've got
Okay.
I'm sorry, Dad.
there's
I
a
love
there's a
you, I love
Slender
you.
Man stabbing case. That may be what you're talking about.
What's that all about?
So basically, it says,
Well, that's Slenderman and it has a stabbing in it.
yeah, in Wisconsin in 2014, 12-year-old girls.
Yeah, this is how it came about.
Is
They,
it?
they became obsessed with Slender Man, right? It was an obsession built with fear. They spent time
shiver got
researching
this
and drawing photos that would eventually, like this one, be used in court. The girls believed that the only way to appease the Slender Man was by making him a blood offering.
Yeah,
So they
sacrifice.
spent months plotting the death of their friend. They lured her into some nearby woods, telling her they want to play hide and seek. They stabbed her
Yeah.
90. Oh, I've heard about this. 19 times.
How old were the girls?
When was
12
this? I think
years
Philip
old.
DeFranco might have.
Made a film?
No, not a film.
This
just
happened in
he's-
May
he's covered it in
2014.
stories. Do you know about Philip DeFranco?
No, well,
Well, I'm not going to give him a plug
I
because
don't know.
I want them to listen to us.
Supposedly, a passing mountain biker found her dying and begging for help.
holy shit.
They now 15 were arrested right away. They told him they'd done it. They told the police they'd done it in honor. I believe if I didn't go through with it, Slender Man would come and attack and kill myself, my family, and my friends, she said when she was just 12. They were trialed as adults, charged on first degree. After 3 years in the court system, verdicts weren't reached last month. They pled guilty and both were committed to mental hospitals. At 12 years old, they did this, guys. 19 times they stabbed that poor girl, purely out of
She
fear.
died? The other girl?
No, it doesn't say whether she did, but the amount...
That's a
they,
lot of stabbings, though.
they found her begging for it, but I don't know if... Oh, no, wait. They pleaded guilty to first degree murder, so she must have died.
Holy shit.
Americans, man.
Yeah, that's actually very true.
Like, would you hear about that happening here?
Australia?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, but Australia is such. But the thing about Australia that I find is because it's such a big landmass and it's not like most of Australia's population probably lives in Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, like East Coast, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's some weird shit goes in the middle of Australia.
Maybe we should know about it. I mean, a lot of our most
Or
popular
like
population.
Well, I can tell you one.
the dingo.
What,
Dingo's got
what
my
about
baby.
dingo?
Yeah.
Dingo's got my baby.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. No, I know where. So I know where I used to. So I'm from Lismore, guys, originally, and then like a small village in Lismore, and over there's a hall which is renowned to be haunted. It's a common story that, I mean, it's like they run along with normal shit about like there's some little girl who lives there stuff, but most people don't after 11 o'clock aren't there. They refuse. If my
I
uncle.
refuse.
No,
I
my uncle
refuse.
had his wedding reception that we were setting stuff
There?
up. Yeah. Wedding
Which-
reception there.
is this-
The older one, the one you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I don't know. He had his, so I've been there, but not during the night. I've only been during the day. So, but I know off the hall. Yeah, it's a common story.
I imagine there's probably so many places around the world or so many situations where people just refuse to go or refuse to do
Because of
something
stories.
purely because of superstition. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if we'll ever really know how many of them are actually true or not. Do you know what I mean?
Well, okay, you know, it'd be interesting, Josh. Guys, this is something which we can take two angles on. We'll leave it mostly for a conspiracy podcast, but it's definitely relevant to superstitions. The Men in Black. The Men in
Let's
Black.
talk about that instead of all the other stuff.
Dude, have you seen the real Men in Black?
I've
Yeah.
seen them.
They are-
Oh wait, well, we haven't like seen them, but
No.
like we've seen footage of.
Yeah.
Right. They're like super tall, skinny.
Yeah, they look the same too.
Yeah, really faint.
This is not like Will Smith and
Nah, but it was Will Smith, be gangster, man.
Yeah, but these guys are tall. They're bold.
Freaky
they look
looking
the
guys.
same, like,
And they're like, apparently, like when they walk into the room, it's like really like they can't be near microwaves and stuff. That's the stories I've read.
yeah. What if they're the aliens?
Could be, dude.
I'm just saying, like, if we're going, when we delve into conspiracy, we'll look at this more. But I'm just saying, like, wouldn't the conspiracy be that they're the ones going after aliens, but right if they're the aliens trying to hide themselves?
I'd believe that. That's something I'd believe. Actually, Tyrone, that movie you told me about.
About
Remember the one you?
the fourth kind.
Was that the one based in Alaska?
Yes. The city of Nome.
Let them give a quick summary, give a quick synopsis about that, mate.
So basically, it's just a. So this film, what it has is there's obviously a portrayal of what happened through actors
Based
and
on a real
whatnot.
story, guys.
But this is a scary thing. Not scary, but you're like, oh shit.
It's
this
Josh. If you're scared of that, and you're scared of shit we're saying, but
No,
something.
no. Well, I was watching it during the day.
Yeah, well, get ready now, man.
Are you? I thought you were my friend. Bro.
I'm your friend, bro, but I'm shitting myself too.
Oh.
This is scary.
This is not someone we'd ride together.
Have you guys? Has he told you guys about this story?
I don't know where to find
Okay,
out.
Tyrone, it's floor's yours.
So well, if any of the listeners, viewers have seen this movie, and if I've told it wrong, comment, then tell me what I got wrong. But from what I understood, it was a it was a town where alien abduction was a thing, right? And so Mila something Jovovich or whatever her name was, the chick that does Resident Evil, that actor in there, she acted as the main character, this
Protagonist.
the psychologist. And when you see, just from a get-go, when you see the psychologist in the beginning of the movie, like what she looks like today,
The real psychologist, actual person that
Dr.
abducted.
Alison Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she looks ruined.
How old is she?
She's like 37 at that
And
age.
how old does she look?
She looked like 80, bruv.
And he's not shitting you. He's dead set serious. Her blood is drained out of her
Just
face.
everything is just.
She's
You know when
pale.
you're just like, after a long day or students after a long ass exam block, and you're just like, I just want to sit and do nothing.
Times that by 100 to the power of 50.
I'm gonna
That's
see if
what
I
she
can
looks
get
like.
the thing because I might have the full movie on my iPhone. But anyway, so that goes in, right, and you get, as the story goes, the actors the portrayal of the portrayal that has been played by the actors fills in the gaps, but majority of the movie is pretty much home footage of like what the actual psychologist shot, right?
What did she shoot?
And she was shooting like first was the recording
Of what the? Of what? Like,
of
what's this all about?
She was alien abduction,
Okay, guys.
right? And so, and the funny thing was like, she was screaming. Sorry, okay, I'll go one step back. She, as a psychologist back in the day, we're talking like 2004, 2003. You know when what do you call it? Kind of when you'd have like voice memos. Sorry, I just answered my own question.
What do you call the voice memos?
So the voice memos were
Literally
there
every noise in this room, like.
Yeah.
when
What they record? What
Oh,
they record?
wow.
yeah, I'm just showing them the picture.
Oh, for
Yeah, I've
real?
seen that.
She's 37 at that point.
No way.
Yeah,
Well,
she looks like a ghost.
she's got blood sucked out of her.
Yeah,
And continue the story, man.
Ray, she kind of like, yeah, I don't give a crap. She was like, I would never sleep again.
I've seen too many times. So.
So what did I say? Okay, so
The voice memo.
so she had the voice memo, and she forgot to stop recording, and she got taken away that night.
Abducted.
As she was taken away, she was fighting against it. Obviously, she doesn't remember in the morning because they've wiped her memory, Men in Black style, right? I don't know Men in Black style, but they've wiped her memory. And when she heard back to it, I was like, what the hell? And there's a voice, but it's speaking in the Sumerian language. And when translated, it's like, get patient, something, something, destroy after finishing.
Force out will on you and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm just like, what the fool? Anyway, the movie progresses, and there was a cop car. There was a cop car outside her house because she was, she couldn't be a psychologist anymore because everyone that has been to see her has, complained of whatnot. You know what I mean? And the cop car was there because she was under house arrest, and her daughter gets sucked up into the air, UFO or whatnot. But the cop car footage, right, was...
It has a UFO in there.
It captures a UFO.
The top right corner.
Top right corner. And it's like...
Josh's face is phenomenally scared right
I
now.
can show you just here.
I'm not scared. I'm just like, wow, that's amazing.
It's on footage. Now, what superstition about this...
And then there is the most real actor that when she has a conversation with Cheryl, she goes into deep hypnosis by her other friend, and she says, I want my daughter back. And what do they say? They're like, something, we are... we're not going to give your daughter back, blah 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 blah, I am God, blah 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 blah, you'll listen to my will, da 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 da. And I'm just like,
are they playing God?
See, I don't know. The way I've the way I've interpreted it was, maybe it's a demon because demons are gonna try to play God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From like a Christian perspective. And then Raimi sat here. I'll let Raimi say what he was saying. Because you heard the footage and it was just like...
I heard the footage.
And it wasn't like... It was like actual what was recorded on the night.
Yeah, it wasn't... It didn't look... I mean, put it this way, it looked more real than moon landing. But like, like this story, when Tyrone told me about this last weekend, and I know that Samaria, which became Babylon, which then became Iraq, has been renowned to be very, they knew a lot of knowledge before the rest of the world. So I sort of knew about that. But the big superstition thing about this, the reason why Tyrone told this story is aliens are pretty... I mean, you could say it's superstitious, right? Like some people believe it, some people don't.
Yep.
I don't know, man. That blew my mind.
You good, mate?
Yes.
Tyrone showed himself again.
See, but that's the point that I make again. I bring it up as we said before. Fear, right? It's a huge part of the story that you mentioned also, fear. It's a rational fear that brings up superstition,
Because
right?
people shoot themselves out of the unknown, don't they?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a fear based on good and bad, if you think about it, right? It's like, the fear of losing. So what do you want to do? Blame it on beginner's luck, right? Oh, I couldn't lose to him. I'm so much better than him. First time they're trying, beginner's luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes a fear both ways. So, I don't know. Like, superstition is such a broad thing. Like, so many different superstitions in different cultures stem from religion. But I think what I've realised in talking about this, and that's what I'm trying to really hone home in saying that I think fear is a huge part of all this superstition. The fear of if we don't do something, or what will happen if we do something, right? You know what I mean? Like, if I do go underneath the ladder, what's going to happen to me? I can't take that risk, I'll go out of my way and to ride with I'll be doing long jump over that ladder because I don't want to suffer the consequences if I do it. And I think that's one of the bases. I mean, like, again, just like everything else, such a broad topic. We've only scraped the surface with all of this, so... But I think it's a pretty interesting one. I mean...
Oh, man, especially... I just wish the viewers could... I wish we had video to show everyone this whole place. It's pretty full on. But what, guys... So seriously, after the podcast, are we going through that door?
No!
It's really like... It's
hashtag yellow.
It's hashtag...
Listen, you guys can do it, right? But just Snapchat me. I'll be out on the upstairs. I won't go. I'll just be upstairs.
Man, you ain't going to go anywhere. There's a mannequin over there,
Look,
man.
I need to warm up my car.
Bro,
What if we try to open the door now and we can't get out?
What if you just be quiet?
Well,
see, these two, why do we hang out
all
with
of
these
you
two?
guys have eaten, right? Except for me. So
What, you're saying you're going to die because you haven't eaten tonight?
No, I'm just saying you guys be alright.
I just farted, so like...
Oh, we're all dead.
Yeah. There's no windows.
We're getting gassed.
Okay, I guess we better wrap the podcast up before we were
Look, I need to find a way to get out, so I'm going to fart until you guys...
You can only do that for so long, man.
I'm keep doing it now.
Jeez.
Wow. All right. Well, on that
I'm
note,
wafting it to you.
I ain't doing anything, mate.
Oh, mate. Okay.
All right.
we'll
On that
wrap it
note,
up.
then we'll wrap up the podcast for today. Had a good look at superstition, and
It's never a good one.
yeah. Let's not record here ever again.
Let's
All
record
in
you
favour
again.
say aye.
We'll do.
I'll buy a house just for that.
For what?
For podcast.
Wait, if man's
Sounds
buying,
good.
if man's buying a house,
Okay.
okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
And
Has to
then-
be soon though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, like next
Probably
week.
not.
Yeah.
I
Guys.
said not because it's double negative.
Oh, so you will do it.
Yeah.
So until Tyrone does it, we're going to plan a second superstition podcast,
Oh, I
and we'll ramp things up. We'll go
Yeah.
real shit
let's
scary.
go. Let's go to the previous.
Tyrone Control Center.
No, let's go to the previous.
We will do
location.
it in the middle
Let's go
of...
to the previous location.
That's
Where
not
we
scary
were-
enough, man.
Are you kidding me?
That's this to that.
Yeah, I prefer that. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I'm not. I wasn't in the debate team.
That's in the city, man. At least if you're dying, you can scream and do 4 million
Niggas
people.
will hear you.
Yeah, here we're
Wow.
screwed. We're underground. Oh shit! When I said that, shit
Yeah,
got real.
this is like a bomb shelter, hey?
Habib or Habibis or whatever. My Arabic is not good. Just bloody. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We're gonna wrap things up. Josh, just stop it now.
Catch you later.
All right. Say bye.